Hey, Billy Bob here. It's Tuesday, and that means it's Tough Talk Tuesday. So my Tough Talk this week isn't really, it's more of, I think, stupidity, right? I mean, stupid quotes, stupid comments. You got to laugh at them, pretty much. I mean, maybe we could start out with David Hogg, the deputy director of the DNC, the Democratic National Committee. He said, young kids, they shouldn't be worrying about politics and worrying about their two jobs and all that. Young kids, they only should be worried about two things. Partying and getting laid. Like, oh, okay. Well, there's the new message from the Democratic National Committee. Don't worry, be happy, go party, get laid. Don't worry, things will take care of themselves. You know, that was bad. We got to go back when we talk about dumb quotes. We can't leave out Kamala, right? Kamala Harris. When asked, you're in charge of the border, allegedly, but you've never been to the border. And she thought for a minute and she goes, well, I've never been to Europe either. And she wonders why she didn't get elected. Of course, we have old J.D. Pritzker up in Illinois railing on Republicans, I guess maybe the politicians, but people don't take it that way. The people that voted Republican, we must not know a moment of peace. That's kind of like Maxine Waters. Remember Maxine, Crazy Maxine, her quote? We must follow them around, gasoline stations. You know, we must get in their face. That's not a direct quote, by the way, but that's what she said. And then, before we get to the best dumb quote of the week, we had the New Jersey Congresswoman who on video is shown using her stomach and her body to try and push a ICE agent out of the way. And could it be considered body slamming? Well, yeah, because she was slamming her body. And she said, oh, I wouldn't even know what a body slam is. Maybe we'll just show you the video, hun, as Billy Bob Thornton would say. How about if we just show you the video, hun? That would be good. And now to the coup de grace, what I thought was one of the dumbest, maybe the dumbest comment, by far the dumbest comment of the week by a politician. It was Chris Murphy, Senator Chris Murphy from the state of Connecticut, okay, who, by the way, he happened to be down here holding a town hall saying that, well, if the Republicans aren't going to hold a town hall, I'll hold one. Dude, don't you have enough stuff to do in Connecticut? Haul your ass back there. I jokingly said, did anybody check his passport at the border? I mean, is he even allowed in Florida? But anyway, Chris Murphy was on with this guy, D-O-U-T-H-A-T, Duhat. We could call him Do That. Anyway, he's on with an interview with this guy, and this is a New York Times opinion columnist. So you got a little juice to him, right? Got a little juice. So the subject was about biological males competing in female sports. In other words, transgender people participating in the sport of the other gender, males in female sports. Okay, so here we go. I got to read some of this because you think I can remember it all. You know I can't. Murphy, I don't have any fear of transgender athletes participating in sports. Well, quite honestly, neither do I, as long as they compete together. Men with men, women with women. So the interviewer says, wait, if you had a daughter competing against a biological male, would you find that unfair? And here, folks, is the dumbest quote of the week. Well, I don't have girls. So here's supposed to be a serious man talking about a serious subject. Men competing in girls' and women's sports. And the question becomes, if you had a daughter competing against a biological male, would you find it unfair? His answer, I don't have any girls. Oh, okay. Dumbest quote of the week. Interviewer, have some empathy for those of us that do, meaning do have girls or daughters. So would you find it unfair? Murphy's like, well, I've talked to a lot of parents of girls in Connecticut who do not think it's unfair. Really? How many of those are there? Please. Maybe we should get a poll. How many? How many parents, grandparents, mothers, fathers think that it's okay for their daughters to compete against males in athletics? So his comment, Murphy's comment, Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut. I've talked to a lot of parents, Democrat, by the way. I've talked to a lot of parents, you probably could have figured that out. Talked to a lot of parents of girls in Connecticut who do not think it's unfair. I think everybody can come to their own conclusion. And the interviewer said, but your conclusion is the official line of liberalism right now. And Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut said, yes. Yes, my conclusion is that I would support those athletes being able to participate in my community. So there you have it, folks. First of all, the dumbest of dumb comments, quotes in response to a question. Second of all, one of the most prominent senators on the Democratic side, Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut, he has no problem with men competing and boys competing in women's and girls' sports. There you have it. That's my Tough Talk Tuesday. Ran a little long. Sometimes it takes a minute or two to get your point across. America, land of the free because of the brave. Stay focused, America. Billy Bob, peace out.